look, I invited the president
Yes.
to come down for the game. Right, he is a friend. I've known him for 30 years, and I'm very proud to bring the team to the White House.
You said you were privileged that a sitting president came to the Garden. First time ever for a finals game.
First time ever for any NBA finals. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the celebration at the White House?
As a matter of fact, thank you for asking me that. We just did receive an invitation
You did.
From the White House, which we accepted. We still have to figure out the details, et cetera. But, yes, of course. I mean,
That's right. And then you guys get to go back and be celebrated for the entire country to see at the White House at some future date.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely disappointing for multiple reasons. And it's even crazier, y'all, because no NBA team has accepted a championship visit to the White House during the Trump era.
What's going on, guys? So unless you've been living under a rock, you are already aware that the New York Knicks cooked in the NBA Finals. They won the championship, so they're the champion team, and President Trump has invited them to the White House. This has happened multiple times, but nobody has ever attended that is a NBA champion because I guess they just don't support Trump or didn't want the negative publicity or whatever.
The New York Knicks are officially the first team to accept an invitation to the White House in Donald Trump's entire presidency. The Warriors didn't go in 2017 or 2018. The Raptors didn't go in 2019. LeBron and the Lakers didn't go in 2020. Then we had the 4-year pause from Trump while Joe Biden was president. And then we resumed last year with the Thunder turning down their invitation. But owner James Dolan says that the Knicks have accepted Trump's invitation just a week after he became the first sitting president to attend an NBA Finals game.
We just did receive an invitation from the White House, which we accepted. We still have to figure out the details, et cetera. But, yes, of course. I mean, look, I invited the president to come down for the game. Right, he is a friend. I've known him for 30 years, and I'm very proud to bring the team to the White House.
All right, that's what James Dolan says. But now my question is this. Do all the players go? Because there are some Knicks players out there with some not so nice tweets about the president. But then again, we have reason to believe that Mitchell Robinson would be thrilled about the visit. So maybe the whole team goes, or maybe it's just Dolan and Robinson.
So you have some NFL teams attend and some NBA teams attend during Democrat presidencies, but never during the Trump presidency, at least until now. The owner, James Dolan, gracefully accepted. Now, bear in mind, this is President Trump's friend. He's known him for over 30 plus years. So, of course, he's going to accept. And you have leftists, of course, melting down about this because, like usual, they have all these stupid purity tests where you can do 99 things in support of woke leftism and Democrats and progressivism, but you do one thing just to go and talk to the president, celebrate with the president, whatever it is, just celebrate the country. And just for doing anything that even associates with President Trump, even the slightest bit, then you fail their stupid purity test.
Now, just because the team accepts the invitation doesn't mean that players have to go. And it's very possible, in fact, likely, that you'll have some players turn around and say that they don't want to attend any celebrations with the President of the United States. And there's even talk, I mean, listen, the only game that the Knicks lost in the championship was the one that the President attended.
I ultimately think that this is just a doing of James Dolan and that what he wants does not represent what the rest of the team wants. Like, he forced Trump to go to that game in Madison Square Garden. Nobody wanted Trump at that game. None of the fans wanted Trump there. The players seemed like they did not give a fuck and they didn't want Trump to be there either. So hopefully they stand their ground and they do not go. I especially don't want to see Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns there. Like, please, y'all, understand the assignment and let him show up to this shit on his own. He can have his own one-on-one time with Donald Trump, but y'all, please do not go. Your fans and the country will be so disappointed in y'all.
But a lot of the players are outspoken critics of Donald Trump. So I think the players have the chance to do the funniest thing ever, decline the invitation and make that MAGA owner show up by himself.
And if you ask me, it's just complete cope to say, oh, well, none of the players are going to attend. Guys, this is the owner of the team. Okay, it's not some coach who just agreed to it. It's the owner of the team. It's like if you work for a company and they tell you, like, I work for a company. They say we got to go on business trips. And technically, they try to call them optional. It's really not optional, guys. Like, you work for them. If you don't do it, there's probably going to be some sort of consequence, or you're probably not going to get a promotion. I mean, anything can happen. You know, your performance review is going to come up. Well, everybody else showed up. Where were you? You know what I'm saying? So it's the 250th anniversary. You're not going to get another 250th. And the Knicks, it's not like they've won a bunch of championships. So they haven't won one, I believe, in longer than I've been alive. And I'm older than I look. There's one player here, Jose Alvarado. This guy says he's going to do whatever the team agrees to do.
You gotta ask me, would you be open to going to the White House if there was an invitation?
If there's a chance, I'm going wherever my teammate goes.
I appreciate you.
So he doesn't seem to just be vehemently some Trump deranged lunatic saying that he's absolutely not going to attend, because this guy's smart. Okay, he knows that President Trump won the popular vote. A lot of people clearly support President Trump, regardless of what the fake news try to say. Well, his popularity is way down. And then he talked about the Democrats, and their popularity is literally through the floor.
A new NBC News poll, as you just saw, shows the Democratic Party at an all-time low approval rating. Why do you think Democrats are failing to connect with Americans at this critical moment of urgency, which you describe?
First of all, the Democrat Party has gone woke, and now they have gone broke. They have their lowest approval ratings ever, and they are rallying around two of the most far-left leaders in their party, AOC and Jasmine Crockett. So that tells you the current state of the Democrat Party. Meanwhile, President Trump is enjoying some of his highest favorability ratings ever. He is more popular with the American public than he has ever been, which is truly remarkable when you think about all of the lies, hoaxes, and smears he has suffered.
How low can you go? Voters' views of Democrats in Congress, the lowest ever approval ratings on record per Quinnipiac University. Look at this. Approve 21% among all voters. Look at the disapprove level. Holy Toledo, 68% of all voters disapprove of how Democrats are doing in Congress.
So it doesn't matter if President Trump's popularity is down or not, which is not true anyway. But even if it was, if the Democrats' popularity is even lower than that, then by default, Trump and Republicans win anyway. But guys, what do you think? Do you think that the team is going to basically B-word out and and just not go? They're going to be a little P-whipped by the Democrats and say, no, we don't want to piss them off, so we're not going to attend, or we want to be woke as heck, so we're going to, I don't know, take a knee or something stupid that, pull a Colin Kaepernick or something? Or do you think that the majority of players are going to attend? I personally think the majority of players are going to attend to celebrate America. Even if you don't like President Trump, I do think that it's a more honorable thing to do, to just celebrate the country that you have the privilege to play in. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Shout out to my members, patrons, and fellow anomalies: Cyber Noodle, 655, The Great, Bella Scott, Carpentier John, and Pinecone 6. I appreciate you guys every single day.
This is gonna piss liberals the F off. They're gonna be fuming because a few moments ago, the liberals were flooding social media with fake news claiming that the Knicks rejected an offer to the White House, even though at the time there was no offer made. Of course, the left always lies. Angry liberals make my life happy because once they're always angry, but they're always wrong, which is why it makes me happy.